Okay, now we're going to add a building section. So I'm still in my floor plan and I'm going to come up here to my section. There's a quick key for it up here by the default 3D view, or you can go to view and section. And then same thing here, we want a building section, not a detail, not a wall, a building section. So we're going to make sure we have a building section. And then we're just going to cut our house in half. So I'm going to click once to start it and click again to close it. And you'll notice this same kind of box similar to the elevation. So if I click that, I can tighten up my section like this. And we want to make sure that our section isn't inside of the house, but that it extends to outside of the walls. So that's how we place a section. We want to have our section include as much information as we can. So since this side of the house has more information, I'll do it this way. If I wanted to do it pointing down, I would just click this two little arrow and it would point the other way. So depending on which side you can place it, and then you can change which direction. So the arrow will be pointing and this black rectangle will be pointing the way that we're seeing the section. So now that we have it placed, I'm going to double click into this box and now it shows me my section. So if I click my crop box and move my blue dot up, you should be able to see the Revit link. So this should show you the second floor. Then if we go to View and Visibility Graphics, or VG on your keyboard, we're going to do the same thing that we did with elevation. So we're going to come down to our grids. We're going to hide the grids. We're going to come to our levels and hide the levels and click OK. And then we'll tighten in our box. And in fact, it may be better if we have the crop view off. So I might just turn off the crop view. And that's in properties, and you just uncheck crop view. If you want it back, you can just click there. The crop region visible is what we want checked. Okay, so now we have our section. So now what we have to do is do DI on our keyboard or the annotate. And we're going to add some dimensions. So we're just going to add some outside dimensions like so. And then that's your section. So then once we come down, it'll be after interior elevations. We're going to rename this to building section. Then we'll navigate to our sheet, our A8 building sheet, and come back to our views, grab our building section, and pull it on. We'll make it the right scale. I think we'll change this to a 3/4 scale. Make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to center that on there. Span our view title to the drawing, and there's our building section.